How's it going today, everyone? It looks like a weird, ugly, crazy feminist bitch just got fired from Microsoft and Xbox. Her name is Jessica Birdie, and apparently she's a PhD neuroscientist for Xbox. I don't know why Xbox needs anything like that. They need a good leader to make great games, or at least tell their companies to actually do their job, instead of sitting on their ass and making buggy bullshit like Redfall. But here she is. Yeah, I do not know why anyone would choose to hire anyone that looks like that. You already know what you're getting. Every company should discriminate against any weirdo with some weird blue, red, pinkish, green hair. That's not normal. That is a mentally ill individual. This is an omega red flag, but let's actually read her post about getting fired. And here's the tweet, and it says, "Sad to announce that my role with Microsoft has been eliminated. To all those who have been a part of Team Xbox, thank you. Hope I made you proud. Love." Seems pretty generic for a PR statement. Well, PR statements are generic, but I'm glad it's nothing else, because it probably would have been fucking a meltdown. Actually, I would love to see a meltdown. That would be great content. But let's actually look at this crazy bitch's Twitter profile. And it says, culture and learning. Again, not sure what that has to do with gaming specifically. Maybe if you were a history teacher, probably won't be a good one. Probably be a critical race theory teacher. But whatever, let's continue. Neuroscience PhD. Again, what does that have to do with gaming? I don't know why this woman was here to begin with. It seems like a waste of money, a waste of time. Unless they're trying to fucking brainwash people. But it just, I don't know what that has to do with gaming. Whatever, I'll continue. Foodie, mommy, my views on my own. Oh my god, that shit again. Every single time I hear one of these freaks say my views on my own, your views are not your own. You have the exact same copy and paste left-wing propaganda talking point. You do not have your own opinions. And you adding the whole my views on my own quote unquote is not helping you, because we're gonna look at some crazy shit she said in the past in a moment. You don't have your own opinion, you're a pet at the end of the day. But let's continue. And of course, she, her, and her pronouns in her bio. Is anyone really surprised? Again, that's an omega level red flag that you're dealing with an activist, a crazy psycho woman who probably will give you a discrimination case because she's crying misogyny, or even give you an assault case by claiming Me Too. These people are just more trouble than they're worth. And they aren't even worth shit to begin with. They're virtually worthless. What the fuck does culture and learning and neuroscience have to do with fucking Xbox? So you're not even worth shit to begin with. I don't understand. I really, truly don't understand what the fuck is wrong with these companies. This is literally one of many reasons why corporate America is going to shit. But now let's look at some old tweets that have resurfaced from this crazy bitch saying the typical points and not having views of her own like she claims. And here's the first one, and it says, just a reminder for those in the back, trans rights are human rights. No, they aren't. Trans people do not exist. It's a mental illness. It's for retards who play pretend so they can go assault women in the bathroom. You don't deserve human rights because you are not real and you are mentally retarded. You deserve to be put in a cage in a mental facility and given conversion therapy. People who are clinically insane do not deserve the same rights as normal, upstanding citizens, period. But let's move to the second tweet. And it says, just a reminder that trans girls are girls. No, they aren't. They're men who are retarded and probably on the spectrum. A lot of these pretender genders are on the spectrum. So they probably just have autism and been easily manipulated into believing in bullshit. Let's continue. And banning kids from competing in sports because of their gender identity is complete nonsense. No, it's not nonsense. Males are physically superior to females. We've known this since the beginning of time, and now retarded activists want to lie to your face and act like we're exactly the same. We're not, period. Men are on top, and men should always be on top because we do all the hard labor. Not the same, never will be. But let's continue. This clearly is not about fairness for girls. It clearly is. You're retarded. This is transphobic patriarchy at work, and I have no problem with transphobic patriarchy. Sounds like common sense. Sounds like order, decency, upstanding society. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But let's read the third tweet from this crazy bitch. And it says, also, do you think that cis girls, again, cis is not a real word. That's literally a slur used against people who are normal, not fucking stupid, and not playing pretend, and men who don't wear dresses, or girls who don't wear a suit and tie that men wear. Like, come on now. That's not a real word, but again, she's stupid, so let's continue. Cis girls are so weak that we fear having trans girls compete with us? Yes, because they're men, and they will literally just demolish and destroy the females because men are superior. That's it. We know that since the beginning of time. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with women and asking for this shit. It's mostly women asking for this shit when I think about it. I don't see that many men asking for this shit, and it benefits mostly men. Men who are weak and couldn't make it in the male side of the sport, so they try to just beat the shit out of women. And these women are literally asking for this shit. It's bizarre. It's bizarre to think about. How women mostly advocating for this shit, and it hurts you the most. It's fucking crazy. But let's just continue. Last time I checked, most sports aren't played with genitalia, or is it just how they play in Florida? Are you retarded? It's about the whole biology, the whole physiological structure. Are you stupid? It has nothing to do with one part. And now that is the significant difference between the two sexes. Why do I have to explain this shit? I'm just sitting here trying to like give this idiot like a science lesson. I feel stupid having to explain this shit to a woman that's probably like 40 years old. Hey, you should have learned this in high school biology class. Who said it was just about one part? It's a whole structure. That's just the most significant difference. But oh my God, it's people these days. I swear to God. Well, let's read one more tweet from this crazy lady. And it says, I'm willing to bet that trans girls are also being blocked from playing on the guys' team too. Maybe, maybe not. Probably should. They should be blocked from society. That's fucking weird and stupid that's even allowed. But sure, who gives a fuck? It shouldn't be in women's sports. But let's continue. So really, this has nothing to do with fairness. It's just straight up discrimination. It is fairness. You're fucking stupid. Men and women should not be in the same physical competition. There's no way around it. You can stop the bullshit. We know that men are on top since the beginning of time. No amount of fucking gaslighting is gonna really fix that shit. You're not gonna fix something that's clearly based in reality. Again, I don't think discrimination is inherently a bad thing. It's not a bad concept. Depends on what you're discriminating against. Not a bad thing all the time. Maybe you can look at specific examples in history when discrimination was stupid and fucked up, but it's not a bad concept in theory. I support it against freaks that want to be mentally ill and have their whole identity centered around how mentally fucking insane they are. So I support discrimination in this context. And that is all the old tweets from that crazy lady Jessica. Again, why do these people get hired at major corporations just to fuck up the reputation of the company? Because I'm not looking at this woman and thinking this company has some common sense. Like, why is she here? You can tell she's crazy just by the pronouns in bio and the pink, weird-looking hair. You should have been never hired in the first place. You should have been fired. I don't know why she's fired. She didn't say that in the tweet. It could either be maybe she's a nuisance around the office and people don't want to deal with her, or maybe she's generally fucking worthless, which I believe because her bio says neuroscience PhD in culture and learning. What does that have to do with fucking video games? It's so bizarre that you were even there. Nothing in your bio says, yes, you're a great fit for a gaming studio. You're not a programmer. You're not a director. You're not a manager. You don't have any skills that seems useful to the actual fucking brand. What the fuck is wrong with these companies, man? Oh my God. Okay, I had enough of this already. This is just bizarre. And that's why Xbox is fucking dead. Well, many other reasons. You hire people like this. You don't have any consistent first-party exclusives constantly coming out. The ones you did have, the ones I immediately think of, by the way, is just Redfall. That game was fucking busted. It was broken. It did not work. And it was online only. That's it. Like, that's all I can think of when I think of recent Xbox exclusives. Nobody's talking about what you're making. All you have is Game Pass, which doesn't seem sustainable because you're spending so much fucking money on your games that people don't even pay full price for them, and you rather just have them pay like $10, $15. How is that sustainable? Like your AAA games probably cost $100 million, at least $100 million. Like all these AAA games nowadays. Are you making that much from Game Pass to sustain $100 million plus for each project? I don't think so. You're not. Your company is cooked. Your brand is cooked at least. Microsoft is like the wealthiest company on the planet, so they'll always be good. Xbox is literally just a toy to them. They could throw this shit out today and they wouldn't even notice. That's how fucking worthless this brand is. It's bizarre that you're not doing anything that grabs people's attention. Everybody's going to PlayStation for their consoles. I don't really count the Switch because that's its own thing. Nintendo's in its own dimension, but Xbox is literally just dead to me at this point. And I preferred Xbox growing up. I don't like Sony exclusives, and this is just another embarrassment for the brand. Maybe not that big because honestly this is an individual employee, but this tells me what I need to know. At least it tells me more of why this brand is failing and why companies in general are failing, because you hire fucking activists rather than people who are valuable to your brand. So whatever, I guess. Microsoft, just go fuck yourself.